Everybody, I think, comes to wilderness with a different background and sees it under a different light that is personal. The light never is the same. The ground is never the same. It always is under a constant state of change.
There's more and more demand for places to get out, to enjoy solitude.
You can feel a sense of maybe it's your own unimportance in light of the huge, vast country that you're part of.
As their public lands, there is a public responsibility to get involved and help take care of these areas.
Wilderness is a place where you can find solitude, and I know that that's a term that a lot of people use, but I think that we can define what it isn't, and that's the sort of noise of civilization that you have almost all of the time kind of buzzing in your ear. And I think what wilderness is to me is a chance to escape that noise. So that's why I think that the Wilderness Act is still important, still very relevant.
The two bills that I'm signing this morning are in the highest tradition of our heritage as conservators as well as users of America's bountiful natural endowments. This is a very happy and historic occasion for all who love the great American outdoors, and that, needless to say, includes me.
Wilderness is a uniquely American idea, the idea of valuing the wildest places in nature because they're wild.
My name is Doug Scott. I'm a retired congressional lobbyist for the Pew Charitable Trusts and the Sierra Club.
Then the next step, getting the Congress of the United States to pass laws preserving those areas. A wilderness area is an area where the earth and its community of life are untrammeled by man, where man is a visitor who does not remain. I have two favorite wilderness areas. One is in the Brooks Range of central Alaska. It's 13 million acres, and I've spent a month there. My other favorite wilderness area is 26 miles from Times Square in suburban New Jersey. It's ringed by houses and roads. This Wilderness Act was conceived to have that breadth. You can have wilderness areas that are literally on the city limits. Across the entire United States, the wilderness areas comprise just shy of 5% of the entire landmass of our country. But there's people working to see much more preserved, because all over the country, people have figured out that this is the strongest form of protection.
There's really nothing else quite like this place, and I've been working to protect it now ever since.
You see different kinds of formations.
And they covet that protection for some area that they know and love.
I've been coming out here for 37 years.
Of course, good place for game. There's some fisheries values in places out here. Just an intact ecosystem yet, one of the best left.
You don't just get to come and take. You have to give back because it doesn't let you have it easily.
We have some areas that are just so stunning and so spectacular that they receive a tremendous amount of use, and that's what these public lands are for.
All right.
But we live in an era when we no longer have big Forest Service trail crews. We have big nonprofit volunteer-driven trail crews. And the biggest challenges are, how do we get the public to be aware that it's volunteers and partners that are going to help address those challenges that wilderness faces today?
Wilderness, to me, is a gift to people. I think it's a place where people can go and watch nature operate on its own without too much disturbance. So I think it has something for all people in it.
It took Howard Zahn-Iser almost a decade to get the act itself passed. Really working in a bipartisan way to get the language right that would get it through Congress and get it the support that it needed. And that was his genius, I think.
We enact into law today by signing these far-reaching conservation measures that a far-sighted nation has ever coped with.
And we celebrate that anniversary because it will have preserved, in the strongest way possible, nearly 5% of the landmass of the United States. It will have improved the economic potential of the rural communities. It will have offered recreational and spiritual opportunities to millions of American people. 3 or 4 generations from now, people look back at us. They will be grateful that we did this.